In Judaism, we usually think of sacred texts in two categories: the Torah, God speaking to us, and the Siddur, our attempt to speak to God. So what is the Haggadah? Is it a prayer book like the Siddur, or is it a text to study like the Torah? Parts of it, Kiddush, the blessings over Matzah and Maror, the Hallel, are clearly meant to be recited like prayer. But the fact that there are so many commentaries to the Haggadah seems to suggest that it's a text to be studied. But in reality, the Haggadah is something else entirely. The very word Haggadah comes from the Hebrew lahagid, to tell. Thus, Haggadah is not meant to be read. It's meant to help us tell a story. And that story is the Exodus from Egypt, exactly as the Torah commands. And you shall tell your child on that day. Rambam Maimonides explains what this mitzvah really requires. He says, on the night of Pesach, we're obligated to tell the story of the miracles of Egypt. But not just to tell it, but to tell it in a very specific way. First, it must be adapted to the listener, especially the child. You don't say the same thing to a 5-year-old and to an adult. Second, the story must follow a journey from degradation to redemption. And third, and most importantly, each person must see themselves as if they personally left Egypt. That changes everything, because that's the mitzvah. And the Haggadah is not a script to recite and not a text to analyze in the abstract. It's a framework, a guide, a launch pad for something much deeper, a living, personal story. This means that no two sedarim should look the same, not from family to family, and not even from year to year, because the goal is not to get through the Haggadah. The goal is to bring the story to life, to ask questions, to spark discussion, to connect the story of Egypt to our own lives, our struggles, our challenges, our moments of redemption. If we treat the Haggadah like a prayer book, we miss the point. If we treat it like an academic text, we also miss the point. The mitzvah is to tell a story so powerfully that we feel it. So as you prepare for the seder this year, don't just think about the food. Think about the story. Who's sitting at your table? What do they need to hear? How can you help them feel, truly feel, that they themselves are leaving Egypt? Because that's what the Haggadah is really about. Not reading, not reciting, but reliving